Good afternoon, North Georgia. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson here with your weekly weather update. We are sitting with some pretty nice conditions today here across North Georgia, having a little bit more cloud cover starting to build in, and that's going to really build in even more as we head throughout tonight. We're going to have some shower activity even possible as we head through portions of this evening. So let's talk a little bit more about what we have going on out there right now as things really start to change out across our region. You see across the southeast starting to see more cloud cover for portions of North Alabama, Mississippi especially, stretching through a portion of Mississippi, a good portion of it rather. And then here in North Georgia, we have the cloud cover also starting to build in for us. Now this is as of 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in North Georgia. So we do these updates during the week around 2 o'clock, typically on Wednesday. Sometimes though we do have to push them back to Thursday afternoon. For today at 2 o'clock, as of Thursday at 2 o'clock that is, we do have temperatures sitting in the mid to upper 60s. It is above average for this time of year, and it has been a nice warm stretch here as we've headed throughout the middle portion of this week. As we head into this weekend though, there will be a little bit of a drop off in our temperatures behind a frontal boundary that's also going to bring us a little bit in the way of shower activity. First of all, a quick look out towards Midtown. Again, looking beautiful as always, but you see the cloud cover moving in. It's pretty warm across the region. 71 down towards the Grange. We have 69 in Peachtree City, having 66 up towards the Gainesville area, 68 in Duluth, and 67 in Marietta. These temperatures, again, are above average for this time of year. Notice yesterday we hit 66, and that was above average. The low was 38, which was below average. So that blue line that you're seeing across the screen, that's our average low. The red line is our average high. We've had a lot of temperatures kind of hanging out more above average than below average as we've made our way throughout the last 30 days. Just outside the last 30 days, though, we had a really cold stretch. That was for the middle of January. That's when we had some of our coldest temperatures of this year so far. The coldest temperature we had in 2023 was only 28 degrees. So we've already had 6 times this year where our temperature has fallen below that on all throughout the middle portion of January. And then we haven't had really as cold conditions here for the month of February, and thankfully we're not looking like we're going to get that cold here as we head throughout the rest of this week. But we are going to get still some cooler conditions in there. It's not going to be as cold as what we had there in middle of January. Looking out across North Georgia, again, the cloud cover building in from off towards our west. It is eventually going to bring us some shower activity. They do have a little bit of rain further off towards the north and to portions of Kentucky, stretching down into northern Tennessee, Indiana, Ohio. It was in Illinois, starting to move out of Illinois, all dealing with some shower activity. So whenever we have rain changes possible, it's always good to have the 11 Alive app downloaded. It can keep you updated on the forecast whenever you're on the go. It can give you severe weather alerts. Now, we're not expecting anything severe tonight, but know that you can get some of those severe weather alerts right there to your phone. We also are going to have that possibility for a little bit of heavy rain at times. Notice on the 11 Alive app by 9 p.m., a little bit of shower activity going to be possible there, and those temperatures will be cooler for tomorrow. You can also download our app on your Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV devices. Some of you may be watching this update right now on your Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV device. We like to show long-form weather updates as well as long-form news updates, and you can catch the newscast whenever it is convenient for you if you have the Roku, Fire TV, or Apple TV app. Again, the 11 Alive Plus app, really useful. Let's say you wake up one morning and the morning newscast is already over with Cheryl and Aisha and Chesley. Maybe you missed that forecast from Chesley and you missed the news from Cheryl and Aisha. You can rewatch the news right there at your fingertips whenever it's convenient to you. So make sure you download the 11 Alive Plus app, a great tool to have there on your TV for your Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV devices. So let's talk about the forecast now for right here at home. As we make our way throughout the next couple of days here, again, it is going to start to get a little bit cooler. For tonight, though, we will have a lot of cloud cover. Temperatures are going to be pretty mild. There's that shower activity that I was talking about. Notice once we get to about 1 a.m., the shower activity moving through. Some of the heavier rain will be around 1 to 3 a.m., and then it'll start to calm down by the time we get to the morning commute. But we are probably going to have some damp roadways tomorrow morning because it's just not going to dry up by the time we hit the roads. So could end up having a little bit of a slower commute tomorrow. It's possible. 5 a.m., you see that we still have a few light showers out there. By 8:30, though, the rain really starts to move out. Drier air starts to move in. And as we head throughout the afternoon on Friday, we still hit the mid-60s, lower to mid-60s. It's going to be still right around average to above average, but then we're going to start to get a little bit cooler there. Notice Saturday starting off at 7:30 a.m. in the 30s and 40s. And we're only going to rise into the 50s for the afternoon on Saturday, but we will at least get a good amount of sunshine. That's the good news. moving throughout Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you see 50s to 60s really across the board. That's going to be really low 60s though on Saturday. It's going to be a brief period where we hit the 60-degree mark, and then we'll be right back down into the 50s. 65 there for Sunday, 71 for Monday, and then 73 for Tuesday. So those temperatures getting way above average by the time we head into the middle of next week. We have the slight chance for rain in on Friday, and then that is about it until we head into the end of this next week. You're going to notice in the 7-day forecast, just outside the next 5 days, we are going to have another chance for rainfall approach. First of all, we have the one that we have for this weekend, rather really Thursday night and Friday morning. And then as we head into Saturday and Sunday, it will be drier. And then you see the next shot for rain approaching as we head into the end of next week, closer on towards the Friday time frame, Thursday, Friday time frame. We're gonna have another system possible. So how much rain do we get? Looks like anywhere from a half of an inch to an inch of rainfall from both of our systems. I think next week's system is going to be the one that's a little bit more robust, has the better shot for bringing us some rainfall. We do have some abnormally dry conditions still in far north Georgia. The latest drought monitor came out this morning. Every Thursday morning we get the latest drought monitor in, and you can see that it has those abnormally dry conditions here across far north Georgia still. With the rain that we're expecting this next week, I would expect that to continue to trim back. We have seen the drought improve even more, in other words, getting less of it off towards North Mississippi. And then when you look further off towards the west, still some exceptional drought in portions of New Mexico, but not seeing any exceptional drought anywhere else. It's been pretty impressive to watch the drought conditions across the United States really improve, and seeing a lot of people gain improvement from all the systems that we've had move across the United States that have also been benefiting us here in North Georgia. So we're still ahead for the month, just by a little bit, a little more than 1/10 of an inch of rain here in the Atlanta area. But we are about to get right there right at the normal line. We're in the near normal sector there, and we are starting to fall behind a little bit here for the month. It's getting close to falling behind, rather. So we need the rainfall here in Atlanta to make sure we stay above average for the month. So we are going to get that chance, though, as we head throughout this week, at least 2 more shots for the month of February. We are ahead for the year, and that's mainly because of some of the wetter days that we had back in January, and of course a really wet day that we had closer just before Valentine's Day there on February 12th. We got 2 1/4 of an inch of rain, so again, really beneficial rain there. Looking at the 7-day forecast, you notice again we have the 30% chance for rain. That's really overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, so after the sun sets, we're going to have that chance for rain, that 30% chance. Then while much of us are sleeping, just know that it's kind of an increased chance for rain, more like a 60 to 70% chance overnight tonight, and then a 20% chance for rain as we head into Friday, mainly into the morning. So Saturday, dry, cooler, 40s for lows, lower 60s for highs. Some communities, though, on Saturday are going to struggle to hit the 60-degree mark, mainly into North Georgia, north of the Atlanta area. A lot of spots are going to struggle to hit that 60-degree mark. Moving into Sunday, cool start, 35 there for the low, hitting 65 for the high, and then rising back into the 70s for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We hit 74 on Wednesday. That's going to be one of the warmest days we've had so far this year. But remember, that's when our next system arrives. It's going to bring us a slight chance for rain. For right now, we have the rain chances lower there on Wednesday. But you may see those rain chances go up a little bit as we head throughout the week, depending on what the weather models show. I do think we are going to have an even heightened chance for rain as we head into Thursday, which is just outside of this 7-day forecast. By the way, you see the average low for this time of year there in the top right corner of the screen. 41, 60 is the average high. So we are going to be above average for a majority of this next week, with the exception of our low there for Saturday and Sunday, where they're going to be right around average to below average. Looking at the 8 to 14 day outlook, now we're beyond the 7-day forecast. Give you an idea on the weather trends here as we head into the very end portion of this month, all the way into that very beginning of March. It looks like we're going to have above average rainfall possible, so it could be a wetter pattern there as we head through the end of the month and into the early part of March. Just continuing to benefit from that with pushing away the drought. May hope to bring a little bit more spring flowers by the time we get more into the springtime, but don't go planting just yet, because even though we do have above average temperatures now, and we still are expected to have warmer than average temperatures as we head into day 8 through day 14. So for the end of February all the way into the beginning of March, the weather trends continue that direction. It's still possible that we could get a freeze even into the end of March, even into the early part of April. Best to hold off on planting for now, even though you may be starting to see some of that grass outside start to green up, Maybe some of the trees are greening up. I've seen a few of the trees even starting to bloom flowers. Still too early to do some planting. Just hold off on it. You see that we do have the they're not abnormally warm, rather above average temperatures possible there as we head into the end of February and early part of March, though. That would be temperatures in the mid to upper 60s this time of year to even lower 70s that are going to be possible there from day 8 through day 14, which again is the end of February, early March. Looking at your Peach State outlook or across the state of Georgia here as we head throughout the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all looking like we're going to still have mainly around to above average temperatures. Looking at Friday, we do have some showers and storms that are going to be possible here. Moving into Saturday and Sunday, we will be drier, though, with a lot more sunshine out there and dry conditions. You have temperatures that are going to be in the upper 50s to lower 60s there again for Saturday. Look at Athens, 59 degrees. Again, some spots there, especially north of I-20, could be struggling to hit that 60-degree mark like what we may hit here in Atlanta for Saturday. And then your weekend getaways. Maybe you're planning a big trip. Maybe you're headed down to Destin. 71 there for the high on Friday. 69 though for Saturday. 65 for Sunday. So if you want to take that extra day, if you're headed down towards the Emerald Coast, take Friday. Don't take Monday. Even though Monday's still looking good there too, the warmer day of the weekend, or of the bookends of the weekend, are going to be Friday. And then you see also that we have the shower activity as we head into the Gatlinburg area for both Friday and into Saturday. And then finally, your Georgia State Park forecast. We're taking a look here across the state of Georgia. If you're planning a hike down towards, let's say, Skidaway Island for tomorrow, could be a little bit of shower activity for you, but if you're going to be up towards Amicalola Falls, the rain will be in the morning. By the afternoon, it will be dry, which means the waterfall should be swollen and looking great there thanks to the rainfall that won't get in the morning, but could be a little bit muddy in spots. Cloudland Canyon, similar thing with those waterfalls out there in the far northwest Georgia. So I hope everybody has a wonderful week ahead of them. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated on everything right here at 11 Alive. I'm going to leave you with the 7-day forecast. Don't forget to download the 11 Alive Plus app right there to your Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV devices. Get the forecast whenever you need it right there at your fingertips, and also get the news whenever you want it. If you missed a newscast and you wanted to go back and watch it, maybe there was something that you really wanted to see, you can go back and watch the newscast whenever it is convenient for you. You don't have to necessarily catch it right at 4 o'clock, catch it right at 5 o'clock. Let's say it's 8 o'clock at night and you were like, oh, I wanted to see the 5 or 6 o'clock news or the 4 o'clock news. You can go back and watch it right there at your fingertips. So don't forget, Chief Meteorologist Chris Holt comes in this evening with the latest update to the forecast. You can catch meteorologist Chester McNeil every morning, and then you can also catch myself every single weekend morning, meteorologist Andrew Wilson, and every weekend evening you can catch meteorologist Nicole Hartford, and then every day at 4, she's off today, but most days at 4, you can catch meteorologist Melissa Nord with the latest update to the forecast. I hope everybody has a wonderful week ahead of them. We'll keep you up there on everything right here at 11 Alive.